Thanks, Mike. With more than 4,000 workers, Ford's Louisville Assembly Plant is one of the city's most important workplaces, but sales of the plant's main vehicle are slipping.
In this WDRB Investigates, Chris Otts and Travis Ragsdale explore the trend and what the future might hold for the plant.
In America, the future belongs to everyone.
The Ford Escape
Is the SUV of the future.
familiar on the road,
Ford Escape. Drive one today.
familiar to thousands of people working at Ford's Louisville Assembly Plant. For more than a decade, the Escape has been the primary vehicle to roll off these lines, and it's been successful, but
change is coming.
and with change come questions.
Is it long in the tooth? The Escape's been around for a while.
To know the future of the Louisville Assembly Plant, we have to look into the past. While it's moved around a few times, the plant, or LAP, has been around since the 1910s, first producing Model Ts. The current location on Fern Valley Road opened in 1955. In 1990, the plant started making Ford Explorers and did so for 2 decades.
Ford Explorer.
Until sales of the Explorer began to dip and the future of LAP was in question. Now those same questions back then linger for Union President Todd Dunn.
Is it ready for a major model change? Those questions are kind of derived from the intel that they get from the customer, feedback on month in service, and they like the car.
Sales data says not as much as they used to. One of the Escape's best years was 2017 when Ford sold 308,296 units. But since then, it's been a dramatic downturn. Last year, it was down to 137,370.
Compact crossover market has become very, very competitive over the past few years.
Sam Fiorini studies the industry for Auto Forecast Solutions, and he says one of the reasons sales might be slumping? Ford competing with itself.
While the Escape was a very large player in this field, Ford also added the Bronco Sport to this market, and the Bronco Sport and the Escape now play in relatively the same field.
So then, what does the future for LAP hold?
Our main focus is keeping, Louisville Assembly Plant viable.
One of the ways Dunn and others think that might be possible is with electric vehicles.
We got the future of EVs coming, which changes some things.
Ford is in the process of building a $6 billion battery plant in Hardin County and expected to be done in 2025. Could that keep LAP going?
That just made this assembly plant even more viable. So many more options can be brought to it. So I think it's really important to continue the commitment to both of these facilities. First and foremost is make sure that we have a product that sustains the current workforce. I truly think with what's coming with EVs in the future.
And that will be a focus for Dunn and the union as contract negotiations start up with Ford this summer. The hope is the Escape isn't the end.
I promise and vow to everyone, not only in the community, but also at that assembly plant, that's my only option, is making sure that plant stays open, and there's no other option than keeping that plant open and viable.
With photojournalist Stuart Hammer, Travis Ragsdale, WDRB News.
In a statement, Ford said Louisville Assembly Plant and our employees there are an important part of Ford's manufacturing operations. Louisville Assembly is currently launching the new Ford Escape and Lincoln Corsair.